Hello, 101. I feel so just gross, but I need to come on here to keep y'all in the loop. I have a lot of video ideas in the works, but nothing can be executed just yet because it's still, in the works. I spent all of this morning running around town dealing with some hospital bill nonsense. You don't need to know more about that. I already overshare enough of my life. So I just ordered 12 Sean Cody DVDs so that I can do a whole video on disc rot on gay porn DVDs. Since I have 2 Sean Cody DVDs and they traveled with me in a really hot car, so I don't know if that can be the control or if, because I don't remember from high school or college what a control is in an experiment. I'm going to have to rely on you guys to fill that in or just look it up afterwards while I'm editing this, but either that's the control or what I ordered is the control. Something has to be the control because I don't have control over this experiment. Control. That's something that I'm always trying to find in my life because I don't have control. I experience performance anxiety, and so I put myself in situations where I can create this simulated performance anxiety to see like how I manage through it. But it's not like when I'm in a situation like that, I'm playing violin. I just create a situation where I feel like I might get into trouble. But it's never like anything serious, it's always just this like whimsical, mischievous challenge I put upon myself. So I also want to do something, I might do it later in this video, where I try to transform myself into what I imagine my target audience to be. Someone who likes vintage fashion dolls and gay porn and the deek dub of Sailor Moon. So essentially a closeted but very flamboyant and old homosexual who is homophobic and a bit homely, but also kind of fabulous. So I'll try to transform myself into who I think my target audience is. But for now, I'm just going to touch on the subject of, do I prefer the company of men or women when I just want to talk? Like purely platonic. But is anything ever purely platonic? That's another issue. So, do I prefer masculine or feminine energy? And what does that even mean? I thought about this for a long time. So, being in a relationship with someone that oftentimes feels controlling and like if I'm not around him, I'm missing out. Control. Like this crippling FOMO or like paranoia that he's doing something amazing with someone else. If I break up with him for a time or if we're away from each other for a time. We went to Nantucket a few years ago because it's one of our favorite places to go on vacation. And we went to Nantucket and we were eating breakfast or brunch or whatever one time. And there were these 2 girls sitting next to us. And they were saying, "Oh my God, I so prefer talking with my friends no, wait, is this all in my head? Were they actually verbalizing this? No, they were just like, oh, isn't it great being single? Blah, 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 single, 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 men suck. Oh, I hate just worrying about, like, what my man is doing. I'm so glad we're hanging out. And then I told my now husband, then fiance, God, I would so much rather just be with you and fight all the time than be single and with a friend talking about how great it is to be single. Like, that just seems miserable. And I think about it, and I've been in both positions. I don't know, like, do I prefer one over the other? Because I would classify being with my man as being around masculine energy, because he's this strapping, bootstrap, buckstrap, bip-step, stoop-step, like, Huckleberry Finn kind of railroad ties kind of guy. Like, snot rockets, picking your nose, eating boogers. That's like masculine, as masculine as masculine can get. And I need that in my life. Like, I never felt close to my dad. So I need it. And then when I'm in the situation where I'm hanging out with, like, a girl or my sister, not that my sister isn't a girl, when I'm hanging out with someone who isn't my man or a man, and I'm just talking about, like, oh, how great it is to be single and focusing on yourself, that's feminine energy, right? So, yeah, I definitely need the masculine. And the feminine energy, I have enough of that within me. Collecting dolls, being an old woman in a skinny, almost 30-year-old gay man's body, being undesirable to most gay men, as I imagine old women to be. Just being into the obsolete and the out of production and the illegal to distribute sort of things in life. For all intents and purposes, I'm an old lady. So I'm just, and I like vintage perfume, I'm just like wafting in my feminine, not divine feminine, but like decrepit feminine energy. And I need masculine energy. I need big balls in my face, in my hand, stinky armpits, chest hair. Like, I need that. Because I guess it's daddy issues. Like, I never felt close to my dad. The last time I held my dad's hand, I was in middle school. The last time I kissed my dad on the cheek, the last time he kissed me, I must have been like single digits old. The way he would show affection was by, like, slapping Lubriderm on my body when I was little. Like, he'd be lotioning me and my sister and just slapping us with lotion while we were lying naked on our backs and then on our stomachs. Like we were, like, chicken breasts that he was seasoning or something. Or he would, like, look over my shoulder while I was standing up to pee to make sure I was doing it correctly, you know, pulling my foreskin back and all that, which felt predatorial, in all honesty. And when, you know, my pediatrician would count my testicles, that felt predatorial too, because I can count them myself, thank you very much. Maybe he was checking for lumps. I just have a problem with doctors. They're self-important assholes with God complexes, and they refuse to speak to their patients unless there's something in it for them. Like, they refuse to speak to a patient unless they have an appointment. The doctor I was dealing with, very indirectly this whole morning, refused to see me. 3 people came out from back there to talk to me. A case manager, a nurse, a receptionist. They were all just like, the doctor is in clinic. He can't talk to you. Okay. My dad's a doctor. He doesn't talk to me either. I'm used to it. This video is insane. I'm sweating like a pig. I think I need to move on to the next segment where I try to make myself look good. You know, I haven't washed my hair in a week, and I have the kind of hair that gets oily pretty much as soon as you wash it. Ooh, I need to make myself look pretty, or I'm going to unalive myself. By the way, who else is annoyed with that? Like, it's more inflammatory, in my opinion, to say unalive than to say the alternative. It's like substituting the word retarded with unmentally sound. Unstable. That's a word, I guess. Unmentally stable. Unsane. It's just more insulting. And I'm just like, look, if you don't like this video, unsubscribe. Ooh, another unword. Because I'm just making videos that I want to make. I'm not in here for a bag. I'm not in here to, like, get something. I'm just here to scream into the void, you know? So